On the news this morning, Governor Soludo reaffirms commitment towards advancing progress across all sectors. Venerable Udoba urges Christians to leave good legacies they will be remembered for. NLC insists on withdrawal of tax reform bills, seeks wage review. President Putin raises Russians' hope for year 2025. Before the news in details, here is a special message. Anambra, here is wishing you the best of Christmas and the New Year as we look forward to a better 2025. Remember the reason for the season. Do not relent in giving and sharing with your neighbors as we enjoy this season of love, peace, and joy. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonye Mokoye. Apologies for the hitches experienced in the course of starting the news earlier. Now, Governor Chukwuma Soludo says implementation of the 2025 Anambra budget starts today, yesterday, 1st January. In his New Year message to Anambra, Governor Soludo reaffirmed his administration's commitment to advancing progress across all sectors of the Anambra state economy. He declared that Anambra must be livable and prosperous and urged citizens to look forward to significant achievements as his government strives to fulfill its mandate. 2025 is here, and Christians ushered in the year with special services and masses of thanksgiving and prayers, bringing their expectations to God. Religion correspondent Chinelo Onwuzolike filed this report.
Churches visited. Parishioners were met in joyous mood, praising God for His grace and mercies that saw them into the year, which they exercised their faith that the year will be filled with blessings better than the previous years. They also presented their expectations for the year to God, asking Him to bring an end to the insecurity, incessant killings, and hunger in the land. At St. Mary's Church, Upo, the Archdeacon, Upo Archdeaconry, and Vicar of the church asked Christians to persevere in prayers, faith, and hope in Christ Jesus, who has come to redeem and bring salvation to them.
This year will be far, far greater than last year. And the Lord who has brought us here will always continue to guide us. No matter the failures of man, God is still on the throne.
At the St. Joseph's Cathedral, Aguleri, the Chancellor of Aguleri Diocese, Reverend Father Innocent Achebunike, during the Mass, stated that everything in life is all about God, and that seeing the year 2025 is a thing to glorify God. While the Archdeacon, Northia Archdeaconry, and Vicar of St. Michael's and All Angels Anglican Church, Northia, Venerable Dr. Oyinyechukwu Ilione, gave them hope for revival while speaking on year 2025, my year of total recovery.
We declare to you, our people, that all that you have lost in 2024, all that made you to be painful, to have pains in your heart, my God and our God will restore joy, will restore peace, will restore your happiness.
This year 2025, because He's the stone of your head, He will always appear on your behalf. When it looks as if nobody will appear, God will appear on your behalf.
The saying that a great soul never dies, rather it brings people together, came to the fore during the 20 years memorial Thanksgiving service of late Professor Benjamin Moneke, which attracted people that it touched their lives positively. Correspondent Chukwemeka Modelim reports that the memorial Thanksgiving celebration of Professor Moneke held at St. Michael's and All Angels Church Nri in Anocha local government area, where Venerable Azubike Udoha thanked God for the life of the deceased, whom he said impacted positively on humanity, and enjoined Christians to strive to leave legacies which they will be remembered for after their sojourn on earth.
Say to share what you have, do not forget. The Bible says,
in her remarks, the daughter of the deceased, Professor Chinelo Ugu, expressed joy that her father left his footprints on the sands of time by seeing to the building of Girls Secondary School, Nri, as well as produced the first magistrate in the community, assuring that they will continue in his legacy of generosity.
Dad was a lover of girl child education. He loved education. We are here to remember him and to continue in that legacy of generosity.
On his part, the Managing Director, Anambra Broadcasting Service, Mr. Christopher Mologu, represented by Mr. Eze Onwunji, commended the contributions of late Chief Moneke to the church and humanity, saying that his good deeds will inspire others to do more for the society.
It's important to remember our loved ones, especially parents. They are dead, but then they still live on their legacies on earth are still great.
The memorial Thanksgiving celebration featured presentation of posthumous award to late Chief Moneke by the church in recognition of his service to God and humanity. From Nri, Chukwuemeka Modelem, ABS News.
And the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC has called for the withdrawal of the tax reform bills submitted by President Bola Tinubu to the National Assembly, urging a more inclusive process involving key national stakeholders. Union, in its New Year message to Nigerians, emphasized the need for the government to prioritize citizen welfare and address the rising cost of living in 2025. The NLC President Joe Ajero described the bills as controversial, particularly in northern regions where they have been criticized as detrimental to economic growth. He stated that creating a comprehensive national tax policy requires collaboration across all sectors to ensure transparency and acceptance. It also called for enhanced worker welfare, stating that fulfilling these needs is fundamental to effective governance. Now, Russian President Vladimir Putin has said in a New Year address that Russia would move forward with confidence in 2025 and that Russians should be proud of what the country had achieved during his quarter century in power. The 3.5-minute seasonal message was delivered exactly 25 years since Putin took over from predecessor Boris Yeltsin, who resigned unexpectedly on the last day of 1999. Putin, 72, paid tribute to Russian soldiers fighting in the war in Ukraine, describing them as heroes the nation is proud of, their courage and bravery, saying that in their honor of the 80th anniversary of the great victory and as a tribute to the memory of those who fought for their motherland at all times, and declared 2025 the year of the defender of the fatherland in Russia. Now on sports, Galatasaray striker Victor Osimhen has reportedly ruled out a January exit from the Turkish Super League, as the Nigeria international's dream is to win trophies with the Turkish giants. Since joining Galatasaray on loan from Napoli in September, Osimhen has been in impressive form, scoring 12 goals and providing 5 assists in 14 appearances across all competitions. According to the report, his scintillating form has seen him continually linked with a move away from Turkey, and a return to Napoli is very unlikely following a breakdown in the player's relationship with the club. English Premier League clubs Manchester United, Chelsea and Arsenal are all interested in the Super Eagles striker. And with that sports news, we conclude, but just remember you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television, on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. On the main news again, Governor Soludo has reaffirmed commitment towards advancing progress across all sectors. Venerable Odoha has urged Christians to leave good legacies they will be remembered for. NLC insists on withdrawal of tax reform bills, seeks wage review. And from the foreign scene, we brought you a report that President Putin has raised Russians' hope for the year 2025. To end the news, here is the special message once again. Anambra here is wishing you the best of Christmas and New Year as we look forward to a better 2025. Remember the reason for the season. Do not relent in giving and sharing with your neighbors as we enjoy this season of love, peace, and joy. And that's it on the news. We thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonya Mokoye. Good morning and have a blessed day.